This is a meditation for when you just need some space, when you need a little break, when you need to pause, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with a sense of like spaciousness and room to breathe and possibility and ease. Pretty much, this one will help with pretty much anything. So I'll invite you first to just settle in somewhere and start to notice the space around you. So you're just gonna look around the room. We're not trying to drop into anything zen. We're coming from stressed or anxious or overwhelmed, right? You're coming from feeling compressed, like there's not a lot of room for you to breathe, to think, to move. And so we're not gonna try to go from that to like zen. It's not possible. It's a really unrealistic expectation for yourself. So we're gonna start by just taking in the scenery. No stories about it. If your room is messy, just notice that it's messy. If you notice something broken on your window, just notice the broken thing on your window. You don't need to make stories about it. You don't need to go anywhere with it. Just notice the space you're in. And then start to bring it into the body. Notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Notice your clothing on your skin. You can kind of scan and see, like, how is my breath? Where am I feeling tension? And again, we don't need to fix it. We don't need to do anything about it. We don't need to make a story about it. We're just noticing. What do you hear around you? What are the sounds in your environment? What can you touch? So maybe you can rub the arms of your chair or a pillow on your bed. Maybe your cat. Maybe you can touch your clothing. But just engaging that sense of touch, just consciously touching. And again, no stories, no fixing. You're just noticing, like, what do you feel? What does it feel like? What's the texture? So like example, my chair is like this, I don't know, it's rougher on the actual cushion part. It's cotton. But it's got a lot of texture to it. And then when I hit the wood part, the wood is really glossy and smooth and hard. And so just noticing, my cat is really like soft and fluffy. My sweater is a little itchy. My stomach is a little tight. So just noticing these things, right? Without judgment. Always, always without judgment, without story, just observation. And then when you feel ready, if you feel yourself starting to settle, then I'll invite you to close your eyes and drop into this. And if you're feeling less settled, then I invite you to get up and go do something else. Go do something that makes you feel good. Get outside, put your feet in the grass, go for a walk. This is likely not the solution for you. But if you do feel yourself starting to settle, then go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just take a few breaths here, becoming more and more present with your body. And starting to deepen the breath, letting it get deeper, fuller, slower, smoother. Feeling your belly really get soft and open up and expand on your inhales. And then gently contracting your belly on your exhales, imagining pushing that air up and out of your body. Inhaling, letting it in, just let it fill you up. And then exhale, gently contract and push it up and out. Continuing at the pace of your own breath, really relaxing and breathing all the way down into your pelvic bowl. Just imagine your whole lower body getting soft and open. And then as you exhale, you can engage your pelvic floor, engage your belly, your diaphragm as you push that breath up and out gently. Mild effort, just the tiniest bit of effort. I'm starting to get into a rhythm here, breathing in and filling up, and then exhaling, lifting that air up and out. Being washed by the breath, being cleansed, kind of reawakened and settled all at the same time, noticing how you can feel both of these sensations, that as parts of you relax and let go, other parts of you are coming alive, and you're probably starting to have more sensation, but less thoughts, more aliveness in your body. even though you're so much more still than you were before you got here. And so just noticing what you're experiencing, being with it without judgment, without story. And you'll start to bring your awareness to the space out to your sides, so to your left and to your right. And if it helps you to stretch your arms out, then do that. Like if it helps you to physically touch or engage with that space, then reach out and do that. But you'll just bring your awareness out, and you're just going to imagine stretching the edges of the space that is yours out. Like literally, if there were walls pushing up against you at each of your sides, you're grabbing them with the palm of your hand and you're gently just pushing them out, creating some more space for yourself. And then same thing with above you and below you, just imagining stretching out that bubble of energy, that bubble of space up and below you. And then with the energy in front of you and behind you. So again, reaching forward and backwards. And just continuing to engage with these different spaces in front of you, behind you, above you, below you, out to the sides. And notice that you can play with stretching that edge really, really far. And then you might start to feel anxiety return. You might hit a point where you're like, oh no, I'm too open. I don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel like, you might just want to run away. You might get distracted. So pull your edges in closer. Pull them in until they're cozy, and you might want them really, really close. You might want to just be wrapped up in your own space. And that's amazing. You can do that. The important thing is that you're choosing to have your energy close. That you're choosing to have a little cozy nook of space for yourself rather than being compressed into a tiny little corner for yourself. And so feel the difference. And for others of you, it might feel really good to have a lot of space. Let yourself have as much space as you need. Play with that. Pull it in, stretch it out. And then I'm going to offer you some quiet space to rest here and breathe. Just waving hello to any thoughts or emotions that arise. Any physical sensations in your body. As you give yourself permission to do nothing but exist for the next minute or so. And now I'll invite you to tune into what is it that you need? And is there a way that you can bring that into this space now? Can you bring in the energy of love or support? Can you let go of something that's not serving you? Is there some way that here and now in this moment you can give yourself what you need? And if so, I invite you to do that. And if it's something that you have to do externally in your outer life, then make that commitment that you will do what it is that you're needing when you leave this space, or that you'll put it on your calendar if it's not something that you can do right now. And then when you're ready, we'll come out of this the same way we got into it. So again, bringing your awareness to the space, to your left, to your right, above you, below you, in front of you, behind you. Bringing that awareness to the physical body, to what you can touch, what you feel, what you hear. And then using some soft blinks, you can open your eyes and look around in the space. What do you notice around you? Take a few deep breaths and move really gently back into the rest of your day. I hope that was helpful. Sending you so much love.